thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Are growing out, and the only way the roots grow out every single day and they grow stronger and they grow better is if that we all water.
What? I'm out, man.
What's going on, brothers? It is the first episode of the all-new Monday night show here on the AAT Sports Network. Welcome to Chip and Drip.
I'm Chip.
I am Chip for the Birds, and that is Jamar, a.k.a. JD, a.k.a. Drip. What's up, buddy? My new co-host. What's happening, bud?
Dude, I told you I was going to tell everybody I'm Chip and you're Drip. Like, you messed that up already.
Hold on, wait. I got you.
Okay, bet.
Now we're just messing with everybody.
I'm the black Chip. He's the white Drip.
You're the chocolate chip, and I'm the white Drip.
Oh God!
You know, it's the Drip right now. Is this?
Dude, that's nasty. That thing does look like it has a drip. Like, it looks like it needs to be checked for multiple different STDs. Like, it could have something in there.
Wow, you went STD like
it's
20.
A drip. It's a drip. Okay, you know what? Just forget it. You know what?
It's all good. It's all good.
It's after 9. We're good.
It is after 9. We can say things. So right away, I must ask you, how are you doing tonight? or should I shave that one for later?
First of all, I've already saved it for later because I don't have a stash. So,
I mean, I listen. I said a thing, and then everybody tagged me and then held me to it. My wife is not pleased.
She is not.
I probably looked like I shouldn't have been working around children all day, but I did.
Listen, it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing that can happen to you.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. So anyway, welcome to the all new Monday night show. We got some things. Adam, first off, thank you for the shirt. I'm rocking the Adam birthday present from yesterday. So welcome to the network, JD. What's up? Matt, look, I know the Flyers are a hot damn mess. So much so that they fired their coach. They fired their assistant coach. They have just a guy back there right now. But that's not
funny part about that. He was about to cry during the press conference. I don't know if you caught that. Dude,
I did.
That looked, dude, like he lost his puppy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. He did not look
because he never got a full chance to coach a full 82. But again, that team, we've talked about this already, multiple shows that we've done. It's not the coach. That's not a situation where firing the coach again, brother, is going to fix the issue. The team is old. The GM situation. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw this. But they were, I guess, just checking routinely for like bombs and things. And they brought a police dog onto the ice. And he took a big old dookie right at center ice.
Listen, I am okay. In their defense.
Whose defense?
In the dog's defense. Right? Listen, they said do a shit job, and that's exactly what he did. A shit job. So
All right. We got some more comments rolling in. Adam saying the most shocking thing in Philly sports is my handlebar mustache. And Johnny saying I look like a retired porn star.
You do.
Brother, I'm not retired.
We said yesterday you look like Rick Steiner, and I'm sticking to that.
Listen, but why do I have this? Johnny, I respect the dog. But why? Why do I have this? I must ask you, why do I have this? Because it's Minshew mania, brother.
I knew that you were going to do this to me.
Let me just start by saying Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback of this team. Gardner Minshew has not Maddie.
Sam.
Maddie, that's it.
I stand corrected.
That's it.
I stand corrected, Maddie.
That's it. There it is. Jalen Hurts is still the quarterback of this team. Your thoughts? Because I listened to your earlier show, so I know you have some thoughts.
Listen, brother. Listen,
brother.
Listen, brother. With that Yosemite Sam mustache handlebar you got. You got cats like Adam who's saying Jalen who. And listen, guys, the dude had a great showing. He had a great moment with his dad. And that's
he's going to end up on IR with that one punch. Who fist bumps like that?
I don't know. I don't know who grabs their father, who looks very, he looked kind of Jared, like he loves Metamucil, but but he grabbed his dad up and beat him up, and that was a good moment in sports. I'm not clowning. I'm not going to clown that part of it.
Mm-mm.
Listen, I'm not going to clown that because at the end of the day, every backup is waiting for their moment in the sun.
And he got it.
He got his moment in the sun. He played a terrific game. I'm not going to lie. I will not take that from him. If you're looking for a guy that's going to be the poster boy for the Wrangler jeans, he's your guy. However, if you're looking for the guy who's going to be your starting quarterback.
Johnny, we did it intentionally. We hope no one would notice.
No, God, Johnny. I'm black chocolate chip. He is white chocolate drip. God dog it. All right. You know what?
That don't sound right.
I know, but we just couldn't think of anything better. Switch us back because it's
just call me White Thunder. You're good.
God.
White Thunder drip. White Thunder drip.
We're gonna get canceled on our first day.
We are. We're gonna get canceled on the first day. But yeah, so talk about this because we got a lot of comments rolling in.
Okay, sorry.
And the worst part of this is, and I know that this is the issue. The worst part of this is they did it before the bye week.
Mm-hmm.
You set this team up to be talked about for the next 2 weeks, even though they're not going to play a single damn game.
Mm-mm.
It is going to be the most exhausting thing in Philadelphia sports for the next 2 weeks.
Yes, and Hurts could have beat anybody. Like the Jets can get beat by the School of Deaf and Blind. They've only won 3 games. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm not.
Javier said right. Hurts could have beat the Jets. It felt nice seeing a great passing game with some awesome running.
It was great, but what I'm saying is I don't want us to overreact because he threw the ball to the same guy, and the guy that he should have been targeting, which was the number one guy, the number one draft pick that we drafted, had 2 targets the entire game. So
he had 4 and 2 catches.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2 catches for the entire game, 4 targets for the entire game. Everything else went to Dallas Goedert and seemed to me Quez Watkins. But I guess that's cool. But then the Minshew mania curse hit us when we lost the damn center and the damn running back. So and he did it to Jacksonville before he left because he took out ETN before he left. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I take the good with the bad. It is what it is.
Right. The wife chiming in. It was against the Jets. Let me know when he does it consistently against Dallas and etc. And that's the thing. Look, Jalen Hurts, and I commented on your earlier show saying, look, Jalen Hurts is a great athlete.
For sure.
He is a great leader. The issue is that yesterday we saw the best quarterback play. Straight up drop back, passing, quick decisions, quick reads, accurate throws. He picked apart a bad defense.
Oh, for sure.
Jalen Hurts has struggled to do that with his arm. That's not to say that he can't. That's not to say that he won't. But Jalen Hurts did not do anything to lose himself that job yesterday.
And I don't think Nick Sirianni, I think that was kind of the plan. I think that the plan was that he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to get the win. They played a bad team.
Because that's what you do.
You just get the win. You're not. I mean, he could have turned him loose. Don't get me wrong. He could have turned Minshew Magic loose in the second half, and
he didn't.
But he didn't. So that shows you something. He's different than Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson tells Minshew to go in there and light it up. But
Doug Peterson just was on John Clark's podcast or show and saying like he wishes that he had a chance with Jalen Hurts and he wishes that Sirianni and Jalen Hurts get a full chance. Like you cannot cut this guy's legs out from under him. And as Johnny's saying, look, the season isn't about the playoffs. It's not about wins or losses. It's about seeing if Hurts is the guy or not. Eagles have cash in 3 first-round picks. They need to know if they need to use those assets for a quarterback. I asked this question yesterday on the pregame live at the West End, which you were there. I got to see you in person. But I'm going to ask you now.
Uh-oh.
Is the Eagles quarterback of the future, and that my justification that is the next 5 years,
Right.
is the Eagles quarterback for the next 5 years on this roster right now?
I think I need the rest of the next 4 games to find out, because I'm going to see everything. I think I'm going to see everything I need to see in the next 4 games. If Jalen Hurts can get this team to the playoffs, I think that's self-explanatory, because I mean, honestly, they would have to win a considerable amount of the next couple of games. And I hope that everybody is giving them that, at least that, to say, if, hey, we can get it. Because the biggest thing with Carson Wentz was Carson Wentz got us to the playoffs, and then somebody else took it from there. You know, that was always been
Carson Wentz needed a closer.
Right. Because he
the
couldn't
same
ever
way
play in the playoffs.
that Ben Simmons, great regular seasons, but disappears in the playoffs. Needs a closer.
But I'm also going to say this. There's nobody out there in the open market that is probably willing to come to the Eagles either. And
there's nobody in the draft that is better than what we have on the roster right now.
Matt Corral might be. But he's
not going to get that high level of draft.
I mean, listen, we've seen stranger things happen. Like, this is not.
We've seen
draft.
Zach Wilson drafted high. We saw Daniel Jones drafted too high. We've seen Ryan Leaf drafted too high.
Listen,
we've seen Kevin Cobb drafted too high. I'm just keep dropping the Cobb.
So drop this one that Adam says. Hurts leads us to the playoffs, and then Minshew leads us to the Super Bowl. Who says no? Check this out.
That would be my nightmare. But
check this out. In a case, no quarterback in the draft has been like. That's what people need to realize. That there's
now, if the dude from Alabama was ready in this draft, I would say yes.
You also got to think about what you're putting him into. The system that these Alabama quarterbacks do well in are systems that they are similar to what they come from. Like you have, and as me as a college guy, I'm always like Trevor Lawrence is never going to be good in Jacksonville.
He's never going to be good. And I know you're a Clemson dude. I think absolutely nothing of Trevor Lawrence.
And that's fine. And you know, he hasn't proven it yet on the pro level. So I'm okay with that.
Right.
But what I'm trying to tell you is out of those 5 that he was drafted with, he's going to probably be the best. And
I don't know. Mac Jones is leading this team to the number 1 seed in the AFC right now. Mac Jones is on the damn Patriots. He's coming from one system to the next system. Like I said before, you throw Mac Jones down in Jacksonville, he's dead already. Like he's literally been tackled to a pulp. When does the generational part? I mean, listen, all I'm telling you is the dude only lost 2 games in his entire high school and college career. So I don't know. And I know Tila hates him because they got the same hair. Grown from the other room.
They have the same hair. So that's why Tila doesn't like him. He does have amazing hair.
Oh my.
They have the same hair.
Wait, my favorite thing, and I don't know if you saw this, but they did the feminizing of all the starting quarterbacks.
Here she comes. He has great hair. He's known for his hair.
He is beautiful.
He's such a beautiful man.
They did the feminizing of all the starting quarterbacks.
Right.
His female counterpart looks exactly like him.
She actually came to a game when he was at Clemson. That woman came to the game. And I know she wants to speak on this because just send her over. Send her over. Red Rover.
No, she just downloaded Resident Evil 2. She's throwbacking tonight. So she's playing some video games tonight. But she's also watching and commenting in, and you're no longer friends.
So Trevor Lawrence.
Female Garoppolo. Yeah, some of those, I'm not gonna lie, some of those are like, okay. There's a guy on TikTok who played the how many beers game.
Oh no.
With each of the female counterparts, and he's like, 3 beers, 4 beers, not enough beers. Like I think who was the one who was not
Roethlisberger?
Roethlisberger is not enough beers in the world.
If you see I don't even think
right here you go. I don't even think Roethlisberger would, against her will, go up against female Roethlisberger.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stand for this. This is actually wrong. We're gonna actually be canceled for saying this stuff. Like,
yeah, that wasn't cool.
No, this is not the thoughts. He was Miss Piggy. Listen, there's a Miss Piggy out here for everybody who wants a Miss Piggy. There's a million Miss Piggies out here.
That now Tila does always say that. So Mahomes look like Darlene from Rosette. So this is just going to turn into me pulling this up and us playing the how many beers game.
We have to now. It's only right.
All right. So anyway, Jalen Hurts coming out of 2 weeks will be starting as the quarterback. But here's my next question for you. And I must ask it.
Oh, God.
Here's my next question. How short is his leash now?
Super short. Because the fans are not going to let him have a long leash. He already had a short leash to begin with. Like, trust me. Like, they called for his job, like, what, week 2? Like,
when he was asked to throw the ball 50 times. That's not his game. And look at the last game he played before he got hurt. He was asked to throw the ball way too many times. You have got to do what he does well. And that is not even tonight, Josh Allen in a windy game has thrown the ball 11 times, and they are a passing offense.
Mac Jones, I think, just threw his first pass probably 15 minutes ago. Might have been. And they're in going into halftime or outside of halftime now?
It's outside of halftime now. It's the third quarter.
Listen, you got my thing is, I know, what's crazy about the Eagles team is this Eagles team, they know how to be good. Nick Sirianni can't actually coach. I just realized that yesterday. He can actually coach. But the problem is, and like we've talked about before, Nick Sirianni isn't coaching the game. Howie is coaching this game. And Howie wants to be sexy. Howie is wanting us. This is what Howie reminds me of. Howie reminds me of a guy who just bought a Peloton and he doesn't want to actually use it, but he wants to get the abs and the six pack and all that stuff that comes with being sexy.
He wants everyone to know that he has a Peloton. Sexy.
Oh, yeah. So he goes out and gets receivers and people that speed guys and all this because he wants to be the Kansas City Chiefs so damn bad that he's willing to do anything except for go get who he needs to go get to become the second version of the Kansas City Chiefs. You need a gunslinger. That's what you need. In order to be the Chiefs, you need to get a gunslinger. He does not have that. He doesn't. He has a running back that can throw sometimes.
All right. Real quick, this is not a segment I was planning on doing on our first night together.
Let's do it.
But we're gonna play how many beers?
Oh God, I don't.
So again, they took all of the quarter, and you guys can feel free to comment. And this is going to be a great segment. We're gonna play how many beers? They took all of the NFL starting quarterbacks and turned them into their female counterparts.
Whew.
Okay.
We're going to get canceled for this. I know
we are going to get canceled for this, and this is going to be great. And by the way, the starting quarterback for the Eagles in this little mock-up is Jalen Hurts. So, with that being said, we're going to play how many beers? Starting right away with how many beers?
As Miss Piggy?
Yo, as Miss Piggy.
I mean, I've been told I look like Kermit a little bit, so I'll take Miss Piggy.
I would take Miss Piggy too. I mean, I'd pork her.
We're getting canceled. We're getting
canceled. All right, moving on. So here we go.
Who's next? Not a bad looking.
It's not terrible. Adam says 30 for Miss Piggy.
30. Okay. 30.
All right, so Thomasina Brady.
Thomasina Brady. I'd say a strong 8. I need 8 beers.
8 beers for that?
Yeah. I still know it's Tom Brady. And I feel
it's the eyes on the Brady side, like Tom's side that's upsetting.
I still know it's Brady.
I would take how many rings he has? 7?
Yeah. That's close to what
I'll take 7.
That's a close.
But I did a football thing.
True.
Maddie says 8, Adam says 40. So Adam, it would take you less beers to doink a piggy puppet than Thomasina Brady.
This is weird situations.
The Brady lady looks creepy. This is great. All right, we're moving on.
This is
Zacharina Wilson.
It looks actually better as a woman than he does a boy. So
he looks better as a woman.
He definitely looks better as a woman.
He though definitely has resting bitch face.
5, and I'm a light hit. I don't take a whole lot. 5, definitely 5. He looks better than Brady.
All right, yeah, I'm 5'6", somewhere in there. Adam's 12. The number's going down, so Adam's alcoholism's going down. That's good.
This is that thing looks like Morticia, so I'm gonna say no, because if you sleep with that, you die instantly.
Javier, is that for Zacharina Wilson
Wilson looks like an Orange is the New Black. Yes, he looks like the main character from that 70s show.
Adam says there's not enough beers
Nah.
for that. So again, I want to point out that he's still in like second place as the piggy puppet.
No, he's not. Wilson is. Apparently.
Yeah. So all right. Bakerina Mayfield. I don't know.
Can we use his actual wife as a substitute? Because she is actually good looking.
I don't know if that's a Mila Kunis thing right there. I can see it.
If you drink and squint with the left eye, which would probably be what you would look like drunk, I could see it. Squint the left eye and turn your head to the side a little bit.
I need to see her. I need to see her brother.
You got to see her mustache. Let's see what it looks like.
So for those of you just tuning in, we're playing the game How Many Beers? Because everyone's tuning in going, what game are they playing? Someone took and beautified some of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. So we're playing How Many Beers?
No.
Not enough.
No.
Not enough beers.
That looks like
not
Joanna Man.
enough beers.
That looks like Joanna Man. I am not going to do it. Something, she has something below. Not doing it.
There are not enough beers.
Nope.
Yeah, there's an angle to the dangle for sure.
Yeah.
Taylor, they did him dirty.
They did do him dirty. He looks like Joanna Man.
I'm back. Hell no. No, yeah. The people have spoken there.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
It looks exactly the same. All they did was put his hair in a ponytail.
Oof.
And trim his beard. That's it.
Oof. A prize that's undetected.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, there's not enough.
No, there's not. They didn't do enough Photoshop. I'm done. I'm not answering that one.
Darlene. Javier, she's glad he's been clean for 5 years. There's not enough need liquor.
God.
All right, now.
Russell, they did a good job with Russell Wilson. He actually looks like his actual wife. He actually looks like his wife. A little bit. Okay.
They
took Sierra's hair and put it on Russell Wilson. So this is what their daughter actually looks like. I mean,
it's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like Russellina would kick my ass.
3.5 beers.
Yeah.
That's a China.
I would push it to like the 9 or 10, mostly because I'd be afraid of like my life.
I mean, I'm into strong black women, so I'm all right with that.
But you turned down
Joanna Man?
Camusina Newton.
No. That is Joanna Man. This is an
awful segment. This is so good.
We're in.
Oh
no!
Woof.
Stop it! No.
I'm gonna need that on a t-shirt.
God no. God, no.
Go back from whence you came.
That is the female greedy. Oh my God.
Female gritty. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's female gritty.
A gallon of Jack. Yeah. At that point, I'm gonna need an IV. Someone's gonna have to call in an IV. He looks like my English teacher from middle school.
God.
Colts are giving us a 7th for that.
Oh my God. Why are we doing this? Darlene,
I don't know,
Roseanne.
but because we can. This is what Chip and Drip is going to be all about.
This is terrible.
This is terrible. Let's keep going. This is awful. Stop it.
No beers.
All right, now
stop.
This is like every 1990s, early 2000s movie
that looks like Saw.
They had a black female character in it.
This looks like Saw. Like, this is terrible. This is like Jigsaw. Like, stop it. Stop the madness.
Yeah, I'm not here for that one. We'll be honest.
This thing looks like Annabelle.
Son of a bitch.
Salt and pepper. You're going down, Tila. You're going down. You're getting.
She's enjoying this segment a lot. I'm gonna be honest.
I told you she wasn't playing that damn video game. Playing that game.
I think she was to start, and then we pulled. It's McNabb's mom. Yo,
stop it. Stop it right now. I will not stand here for any type of backlash on Donovan McNabb. He's probably the best quarterback to ever play at the Eagles.
He is the best quarterback to ever play for the Eagles.
Barring
right next to Gardner Minshew.
Oh, stop.
All right, let's keep going.
Nick
Let's keep
Foles.
going.
Easy.
Oof.
Okay, now let's be honest about this one. This could definitely be. I've seen his daughter. I think that's his daughter or his sister.
Okay.
It looks that looks kind of like Jennifer Garner. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
So
it's not the worst one I've ever seen. Johnny's saying flat out, that's a Karen.
Yeah, she definitely has pepper spray on her keys. Like
she wants to talk to the manager. She is canceling us for this segment.
And listen, she's gonna. And sometimes she has a haircut. Sometimes she has a haircut that has the
don't do it, drip.
The John and Kate +8. She has that haircut too. Sometimes
she runs at 4 a.m.
Adam said 6. That's his best number he's given so far.
That's a good number.
That's
a good number.
It's better than alcohol poisoning number. So.
It's better than the alcohol poisoning, Gallon Jack.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
I don't know what to do with this.
Nope. She looks like she works at a Waffle House. Like that. She works at a Waffle House for sure.
But like somewhere in like South Dakota too.
Oh yeah, she's homey as hell.
Yeah, much like the Bills' offensive game. Pass. She plays powder puff. Nope. So I want to point out that it would take 30 beers to doink Puppet Piggy, and this is an Adam nope.
No, just a nope. It's a straight out nope.
Straight up, nah.
Kansas.
Oh man.
Can someone tell me? Stop it. Who is that?
That's Taylor Heineke. That's the quarterback for Washington.
That's not a real person.
Yes, it is. It's Taylor Heineke.
Heineken who?
Taylor Heineke.
Who the hell is that?
He's the quarterback for Washington.
They got a quarterback?
No, but they got a guy who takes snaps.
Oh shit. Okay, well, they just look like twins. That's it. They look like one's a boy, one's
and the
a
best
girl.
part is that Taylor is androgynous, so you don't have to change the name. It's Taylor Heineke.
They're just twins. They were conjoined at one point.
That's the woman who's in all those movies whose name we just don't know.
Exactly. The most unassuming white female that I might know. This is her. This is her.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna pass on this one too. I have mean things I want to say. I just gotta keep going. I have mean things I want to say. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. It looks kind of like Janet Jackson, like a young Janet Jackson from like a young, not like one that you could date, like a young Janet Jackson, like off the show when she was a young kid. Listen,
Maddie, are you hard passing Jared Goff or Kyler Murray?
I mean, Kyler Murray just looks like a young girl. Like, I mean, nobody's messing with her.
It's facts of life, Janet. There you go.
Facts of life.
I want to point out that Resident Evil got paused for this segment. Hard.
If I was playing video games, I'd stop to watch this shit too.
This is the best segment I've ever done on the show.
This is a shit show.
This is amazing. All right, now.
Oh wow, that's Jimmy
Female
G.
Garoppolo. That's Jimmy G.
Okay, listen. All jokes aside, this needs to be said for everyone. Jimmy Garoppolo's nickname is Porn Star Jimmy.
Yo.
So I'm assuming
he unzips and he's like, "Wah."
that he would also be Porn Star Jamie as a girl. So
Jamie Garoppolo.
This is probably the best one of all time. If you got to flip them,
Or you know what? If we're going porn star, it's got to be Janet Lynn Garoppolo.
Oh no, Adam, don't do it. No.
He said, "I'm good."
No. He said sober.
But Javier's saying, "No, don't do it."
That one's gonna lead you to. All right, listen.
You know she's gonna steal your money.
Okay. All right. I'm not trying to say this to be weird. I don't want us to get canceled. but that's the one that you see at like a bar, and you have to check for the Adam's apple. Like you need to make sure.
Yeah.
You have to make sure because she's probably tall as you are with huge hands. It could end badly either way. Like either way, it could end badly for you.
Yeah, I feel like she could strangle you.
Yeah.
She looks very expensive.
I love Javier. I don't know.
Yeah, these are my people, man. Welcome to the show.
Oh, how
All
many
right.
beers?
Oh,
Stop it. This one, she runs.
This is by far next to Cam Newton the worst one.
She sings on the youth choir, and she comes by your door and knocks a couple times and tries to give you those pamphlets, and you tell your kids to tell them that your mom and dad are at home.
This one is real bad.
Yep. She took She took a what you call it? She took a
oh my god. I'm singing a Nelson from A League of Their Own.
I know.
Marla Hooch.
Marla Hooch.
Ain't I, baby? You sure are. It had to be you.
What is happening? Like, why did they do this?
I don't know. It's great. Let's keep going. Ooh.
This looks like okay. This one is decent. It looks.
This one is not decent. It's identical.
No, I know. It's just his sister, and it kind of looks like Lisa Turtle on Saved by the Bell. Lisa Turtle. This is it.
You know what it is for me? It's that they kept the same hair and the side shape up exactly the same. If they hadn't done that, they could have filled it out a little more. But they went, nah, kid and play as a chick.
Nope. She runs track. Oh my god.
That's Johnny saying the same thing. They couldn't do the hair a little better. Yeah, I feel like this is like I've taught this student.
So Adam passed on this one, but he did not pass on Miss Piggy. That's all I'm throwing it out in his hand. That's all I'm saying.
That's all we're saying.
That's all we're saying. No, never again. No. You know why? She looks like one of my aunts, and this is messed up. This is fucked up. Auntie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Auntie. I am sorry, Auntie. This is messed up.
This is Juwanna Mann's teammate.
I am. Remember when he did the thing where he was like eating a W? Could you imagine him doing that with that face? It's the type of weird shit that Jameis does.
Oh God.
Stop. That, honestly, that is an upgrade from him as a guy. Just throwing that out there.
Alderman Winston. Oh my God.
Stop it. I am.
This is my favorite segment. I don't even care if we do anything else the rest of the show. We're gonna be all serious. We're gonna be all serious the whole way. Nah, this went off the rails so quickly.
God, we just
Tila, she's so much cuter than he is. Yeah.
That's what I said. It's an upgrade for him.
Yeah, like that is a strong black woman right there. You know what I mean? Like that's a strong black woman.
She has multiple degrees.
Yeah, that is a doctor right there.
She's definitely a doctor.
All right. I was waiting for it.
Damn. Okay, so I want to be mean about this, but I really can't.
I'm only mean because they kept the pirate earring.
The earring isn't the at least, but they gave him nice hair,
right? Some
lipstick. They did a good job with Jalen Hurts. I mean,
right?
Stop it. Of course she can. She plays softball. You're an idiot.
I cannot believe that this segment is happening. Also, I love it.
5.
That's a low number from Adam.
That is the best number. Young Jennifer Gamer.
Jennifer
Garner. Oh, Garner.
Yeah. Young Jennifer Garner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. So that's the difference.
I wanted to blend it.
You can't.
We're blending.
You can't. I would. She looks like a girl from my hometown. Like, I mean, you guys know
that's Mackenzie Jones.
Mackenzie. Yep, that's Mackenzie.
That's Mackenzie Jones.
She's 6'1". She plays softball.
Now she was a spiker on the volleyball team.
No, you don't let me finish. She's in a sorority. She wears pearls every day, and she also can spike. Oh, she's rushing sorority. She's definitely a Kappa. I'm gonna let you guys know.
Bust a Kappa in your ass.
From Alabama. These are actually not as bad as I thought they would be.
This one's not terrible.
It's not terrible. It just looks like his sister.
Yeah, this one's not awful. I mean, they got rid of the weird little like top of his head part here, like the little hairpiece right there.
And they
just flattened the shit out of it.
And they didn't keep his red nose. So yeah, he's good.
It's not terrible. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Listen, it's an upgrade from what he looks like normally. So
no, this is Kirk Cousins who is currently transitioning. This is the end result.
Is this Caitlyn Jenner?
That's kind of my point.
I mean, that's not that far off of his face for real.
No, they just gave him hair. I'm going to be honest, there's not enough beers. There are not enough beers for this.
I'm like, is that you, Kurt?
I'm undercover.
Well, he did a terrible job, dude. Like, get out of here.
Oof.
Kurt.
Oof.
That looks like Maleficent. I'm done.
She's a zookeeper about Kirk Cousins.
She works for Tiger King. Like, we're done.
Oh my god,
she
this
works
is
for
not.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, this ain't this. They're falling off the rails very quickly.
Tannehill looks like every Southern woman. Like,
yeah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible.
She's the mother of the one that is in the sorority. That's the mom. When you see her mom come to bring your parent day or family week at college, that's the mom that shows up to see that girl who's in that sorority that we talked about earlier.
Johnny's comment here is great.
She looks unvaccinated.
That's Alanis Morissette. Wait. It's all right.
Oh no! Stop it! I will not stand for the slander.
I will.
That is Shailene Woodley. Oh my god! Yes. She's from Nashville for sure.
100%.
She's 100%. From Nashville. Stop it. That's the porn star. That is the porn star of the group. She definitely has an OnlyFans. She's definitely got an OnlyFans.
Now, right there, you are looking at the left out Kardashian.
That's OJ's daughter for sure. I'm going to hell. That's messed up.
I don't know who's. I'm guessing this is Johnny. Johnny's commenting in. I'm guessing, but yeah.
Oh,
I mean, this. God. Oh my god. I think we're almost there. We're almost there. Tua.
Moana.
Tua's is not bad. Not bad. Not
it looks
bad.
like Moana. Like it's got like the Polynesian feel, long hair. Moana.
I'm guessing this is about the previous one. I don't think Tua Ina is. Yeah, she's in the Olympics. I would agree with that. She's on the gymnastics or the swim team. I would agree. All right.
No.
just no.
Hold on, wait. That's Kristen, the one that was in was it the movie about the vampires? What's that one?
Oh, Kristen Stewart. Twilight.
That's Kristen Stewart. Or Robert Pattinson. It's one of the two.
Yeah, she's a nurse. She's a nurse.
But she doesn't have enough. She's anemic though. So she's just there trying to steal your blood. Stop. We're done. We're done.
Moving on.
Does she also have a punctured lung or no?
I don't know, but they did not do a good job taking out the Adam's apple because it's clearly right there.
Yep, that's Adam. And there's his apple.
That's Adam's apple.
This is a slippery slope. We're screwed.
Yeesh.
That is equally ugly as a male or female. So, and they
yeah,
have the same
attractive
hair.
fellow.
Or I mean, they have the same hair. Like it's no different. Where's Trevor Lawrence at? He's got.
Oh, he's coming. You ready? I feel like he's the next one. Tila's fingers are ready to go. That's our time. We've been great.
Holy crap! They didn't do. It's the same picture.
They didn't have to do a single damn thing.
I mean,
the answer's still no.
No, it's definitely no, but there's some way he's the worst.
He's the worst.
Why do you hate him so much, Tila?
He's got a punchable face. He's got a punchable face.
I'm disappointed.
because there's no difference.
There's no actual difference. That's the same exact person. He is also in
that looks like a
sorority.
chick that Urban Myers would hit on in a bar.
That's probably who he was hitting on in that bar.
So he got in all this trouble because he was simply going out for a drink with his quarterback.
We're getting canceled.
We're getting so canceled. This is the best show I've ever done. This is the last one. This is the last one.
Okay, this girl right here,
Dakney Prescott.
Dakney Prescott, is a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. All right.
Yes.
But she's a trainer. She's on the dance team for the Cowboys, and she beats up the boyfriends of her friends and does CrossFit. She also does CrossFit.
100%.
Oh yeah, she's a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. She has friends that are on a cheerleading team, and they tell her when their boyfriends beat on them, and they send her over to kick their asses. She is that friend.
Javier's feeling it.
I mean, it's not an ugly person. I'm gonna be honest.
Javier's saying no beers.
Oh God!
So we just played the game of how many beers. Josh, you just missed a segment. Make sure you watch back. Josh, make sure you watch back the last 10 minutes once we go off the air. We played how many beers?
Jillian Michaels. Oh my God! Put that comment up. Oh, that was so on point. That was so on point. Yes, Jillian Michaels looks like she'll kick your ass, and I know she doesn't want me, but I wouldn't mind Jillian Michaels.
Should we try to get back on track?
This is a shit show. Yeah, let's.
Is it worth trying to get back on track?
Let's just try. It's mostly gonna be jokes anyway. So my team's a joke.
So the college football final rankings were released. As I predicted, I said Cincinnati should be in the final game. Now, some things happened where Oklahoma State pooped the bed by about half a yard. Notre Dame didn't play in the conference championship game, which hurt them finally. You know what I mean? Ohio State's loss hurt them. They didn't get to play in the game. But did they get the order right? So for those of you that don't know, it's Michigan at 1. Alabama at 1. No. Alabama 1, Michigan 2, Georgia 3, Cincinnati 4. Did they get the order right?
In my honest opinion, they couldn't have put another team number 4 in. They didn't do, the rest of the other teams didn't do enough.
So they got the right 4.
In the right order. It doesn't matter the order because Cincinnati's in there and they're gonna get rump roasted by anybody that they play. It doesn't matter.
Right, but they deserve a shot. They deserve a shot. Now, I have an issue with Alabama catapulting Michigan.
Okay. I don't know how.
Alabama played a great game. Michigan was dominant, has been dominant all season.
Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is that Alabama beat a way better team in Georgia than Michigan beat in Iowa, whoever they damn played. And so you have to jump them. So in the college game, they say style points don't matter, but they do. When you have dominance over the number 1 team in the nation, and I mean that game wasn't close by any
It wasn't
stretch of
close. It was not close.
So with that being said, you have to have them jump. They have to jump anybody. And on top of it, you already know what's going to happen. It's
going to be Alabama, Georgia in the championship.
No. Because what has happened is they have now exposed Georgia's weakness.
So you have an Alabama Michigan championship game, which would be a highly watched game.
Listen, this checks every single box. This checks every single box that we have as college football fans. If you get a Michigan versus Alabama, because first of all, you hit the Midwest crew. Michigan has a great following, and if Michigan could come out, I know everybody loves Roll Tide. Roll Tide. I want money off these guys. I'm a Clemson fan, and we've beat them too.
I'm so tired of Alabama, man.
Stop.
And I know I'm saying that looking like this, but I'm so tired of Alabama, brother.
Why are you mad? Okay, my thing is, if they weren't the best team, then that's fine. They're clearly the best team. If it comes down to it, and Michigan can take them to the 4th quarter, Michigan can beat them. But if they let Bryce Young put his foot in the ground and drive
Bryce Young is exceptional.
He's scary.
Real good.
He looks scary.
And it's like, look, Alabama's got good wide receivers, but not like they used to with like Waddle and Devontae Smith. Like it's not that same caliber. Bryce Young is winning them games. Not like when Tua was there. Not like when Jalen Hurts was there. And they managed games. Bryce Young is winning them football games.
He's throwing them into games and not throwing them out of games. And that is how you win. That in every game that they've won, they've just got outshot. Like the game against Texas A&M, they just got outshot.
Right.
And like I told everybody, I don't think Georgia can outshoot anybody. They're the Ben Simmons of college football. Because
they've had a dominant defense all season, and that defense got exposed.
Exactly. And it didn't get exposed in a normal way. They were more physical. Like when a team's very defensive and you're more physical than them and you take the pass rush out the game.
It's all about the physicality. That's it. You're exactly right.
That's it. And a lot of people have not ran directly at Georgia because they're so afraid of the front four. Because all of those guys are whatever. And they play middle 8th grade teams. I mean, my Clemson Tigers were 8th grade team this year, and it was early. However, outside of Alabama, we would have been the closest to beating them. So, just throwing that out there.
So, you got the Final Four. So, let's go through each one. You got Cincinnati versus Alabama. It's going to be Alabama.
Dude, they shouldn't even line up.
I'm hoping Cincinnati makes a game of it. That would make me very happy. I just don't see it happening.
Have you seen anybody when Alabama's ranked number 1 go in and beat them?
I have not.
Because it hasn't happened, and it won't happen. Because they're going to make an example out of Cincinnati. And that's how Nick Saban's sick head works. They want to make an example out of any Power 5 that wants to come in there and play with the big boys, that they're going to make an example out of them. I think this game is when we see the spread, wait till the spread comes out. That's going to show you how disrespectful they want to make it.
It's going to be ugly. What do you think the spread's going to be?
Because they want to piss Nick Saban off, it's going to be like 10 or 15. 10, maybe 15 points.
Realistically, what should it be?
20 or 30. 2 or 3 touchdowns. Easy.
And to be fair, Cincinnati in the first half struggled in their conference championship game.
They did.
And then they woke up and they solved it.
It looked a lot better. But now you got some real aggressive guys with a really good quarterback and some dudes that are all going to play on Sunday. We're going to see what Cincinnati is really made of. And I just don't – they beat Notre Dame this year. And Notre Dame is lackluster. It's whatever.
So the 3-4 or the 2-3 matchup, Michigan versus Georgia.
You want my honest opinion for real?
I do.
All right. So there's a lot of things to unpack here. Georgia has been the most dominant defense all year. However, Richard pointed this out that they've only played 8th grade teams. They really have. They haven't really played anybody that's going to hit them in the mouth. They played mostly finesse teams. Clemson couldn't figure out the offensive stuff, and if Clemson had put together a touchdown, they win that game. So honestly, and then the trajectory of Clemson season is completely different. And Georgia becomes back to what they do. But what I'm saying is Georgia, as they are made right now, Georgia will have a problem with Michigan's physical running because they're going to run right at them just like Alabama did.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets iffy because they don't have enough strength on the back end and their safeties and their corners to stop. They only got 2 guys on that defense on Georgia that can really stop the run. And that's Nakobe Dean and Big 99 in the middle. Outside of that, they're all pretty much finesse guys. But we'll see. This is Harbaugh's chance. If Harbaugh can come in and be dominant.
But they re-upped Harbaugh. But then I don't look at any, like, we're going to talk about the coaching price of a college coach in a minute because I have some feelings. But, they re-upped him. Adam is saying that right now the line is 13.5 for Alabama, Georgia, Michigan to 7.5. Adam,
you're a genius because I literally just said that's going to be that will be disrespect to
now that line's going to move. I also think that line's going to move a lot depending on who decides to opt out of the bowl games.
Nobody will opt out of bowl, not for these games. No, there will be no opt-outs.
For Oregon, Kayvon Thibodeau is opting out.
Why would you play in a crap bowl?
Well, it's that, and he doesn't want to play for a coach he doesn't know.
He's going to be playing in the Butt Bowl. Like, who? No one cares. Like, Clemson has a bowl game this year, and honestly, I'm not going to watch it. We're playing in whatever the Magic City Butt Bowl. Like, nobody cares.
That's a show I would watch.
I mean, you probably would because you're sick. We just literally talked about Miss Piggy being
You're a sick man, brother. Yo, the How Many Beer segment. I'm gonna start looking for stuff like that every show.
I'm down for that.
Stuff that we should just not talk about, but we're going to spend a good chunk of time on.
Yeah, that's fine with me. But yeah, that's my thought process.
I think Michigan pulls it out because I think it's a lot closer than 7.5. But I think, like you said, Georgia got exposed, which leads to a national championship between Michigan and Alabama's hoisting again.
Okay. Damn it. Cheez-It Bowl. That's the one for the Clemson Tigers. They got the Cheez-It Bowl. I live in Georgia, and I've been hearing about that game. Blah, blah, blah. Kirby Smart might change QBs now.
Why would you change quarterbacks when that guy's got you undefeated all the way up to the SEC championship?
That's you ready for this? Here we go, Chip. This is my moment. This is the moment that they pay me the big bucks for.
Hold on, wait. Let me do the right thing then.
All right. I'm going to tell you this right now, Richard. You're a great guy, and I know that you know your shit. So I'm going to put that out there right now. Everybody needs to know that. And the fact that you live in Georgia, God bless you. Second of all, Kirby Smart is the biggest idiot in the history of college football. For one, number throwing it out there, they're doing nothing more than what Georgia has always done, and that is choke. What we would call them in the hood is a throat goat. Like, they choke on anything and everything. They are Dallas Cowboys college. They are the college Dallas Cowboys. All they do is do all this talk all year, all this talk all year, all this talk all year. This is our year. We them boys, all this and all that. We the dogs. And then
Richard's just dropping the copy and paste in the agreement.
And then when it happens, when it all boils down, is they should lay an egg. They are Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons U.
Southwest.
It's Atlanta Falcons U.
Atlanta is you. They're going to shit the bed. It's going to happen. He can't beat Nick Saban because Nick Saban is the GOAT. Like, he's not going to beat him. Sorry. And I didn't like Alabama until last year, and I found out that every year they win a championship, they buy a house. They build a Habitat for Humanity house for somebody. So now not only do I want them to beat whoever, but I want somebody to get a house. I'm sorry.
I want for the chaos. I want Cincinnati to win just for fun. It will not happen, but I would love the chaos to reign.
Roll Tide. Like, roll
so
Tide.
So in the championship game, I think Alabama wins the whole thing over Michigan. I just think that every big chance that Harbaugh has had, he's blown. He waits until the biggest stage and shits the bed.
No, that's not necessarily true.
He lost to his brother in the Super Bowl.
It's his brother, man. Like, you don't think your brother could, like, know some secret intel about you and probably take you out? Like, I know my brother could. He's been doing it his whole life. He knows that I had, like, injured toe. He stepped on it, and that's how he beat me. they know a little something about you. They know you don't throw the ball 2 times in a row ever. Like, it's not a thing. It's like analytics, but you had your whole life to study the person.
So, all right. Here's my biggest complaint right now.
Oh, God.
I became a teacher, right?
Ooh. Hold on. Put that one up real quick.
Yep. If he loses, does Kirby get the axe? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He got to the college football playoffs.
He's been to the college football playoffs before and he's lost. That's all he's done.
But you don't fire a guy for that.
You do.
If James Franklin just got re-upped for not beating a damn anybody.
Georgia is full of people who have sex with their cousins. Like, this is not the same place who use the same type of logic as people from Pennsylvania. People from Pennsylvania have good college educations. They have good jobs. They can think analytically about things. They know that right now James Franklin may be the best option. Georgia, they can find any other red-blooded guy to come take Georgia. Anybody that wants to say, go Dogs, can have that team. Hell, they might go get Ed Orgeron. Like, at the end of the day, that's what happens. Go Tigers. Like, that's what might happen.
Go Tigers. It's creepier when I say it right now.
You just can't say the RS because he doesn't know. They use like EAUX. So be like, go Tigers.
Tigers.
Yep.
Chagos.
Listen, Kirby Smart is not there if they lose this year. So
I disagree. I think he gets at least one more year, no matter
won't.
what.
He won't, because the people in Georgia will be so embarrassed that they will have to. Okay, Richard, you're now my favorite person in America.
He went the opposite way of you. You came up, he went down.
Yeah, but he's smarter than I am. He left one shitty place to go to a lesser shitty place.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, I moved from a place that had a beach and moved here.
Yeah.
So,
now you have methadone beach all around.
oh yeah, and I got my favorite place, I must say, of Philly.
Crackpot Falls.
Is that in Kensington? Okay, no. That's my favorite place is Zombieland.
Zombieland.
For sure.
All right. I became a teacher. I work hard. I do everything I need to do. All right? I care about these kids. I give my time, my dedication, my effort, my energy. I make a salary.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay. Brian Kelly.
Yep.
Went from Notre Dame, a prestigious school,
Yep.
to go to LSU.
Yep.
Now, I can't even be mad for making this move.
Okay.
What I am disgusted by is the fact that anybody makes this amount of money to coach football. Here are the details of Brian Kelly's contract.
I love this. Please tell us.
It is $10 million per year. Okay. Fine. If you add the $500,000 bowl bonus and the $500,000 longevity bonus, his yearly salary is $10 million, 10.2, 10.2, $11 million in 2031. He is the highest paid coach at a public university. All right.
Yes.
On top of that, each season they're even bowl eligible. It's another $500,000. And they've made a bowl for the last 20 straight seasons before last year. On top of that, he gets 2 courtesy vehicles or 2 vehicle allowances in the amount of $1,000 a month. On top of that, he gets an interest-free home loan up to $1.2 million. On top of that, he can earn an additional $850,000 if he wins the SEC. He gets an additional $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wins the national championship, he gets an additional $500,000 to each remaining contract year.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure. Explain this to me because I'm pissed.
All right, Richard. You're saying some great things. Matt, you're saying some great things. Why does he need a loan for a house? No, because you have money in your bank. You've been getting bankrolled from Notre Dame. And yes, we are definitely in the wrong business. But what I would like to tell you is also, Richard, I also agree with you as well. I give him 2 seasons, he'll get fired. Yes, because at the end of the day, you don't have time to build programs down south. What you will have to do is you'll have to walk in and you will be expected, because they can't pay you that for 5 years with the expectation that you're going to do something and you won't. He's also going to the South. He's going to the SEC. If you are not,
I respect him more than I do brother man who went over to USC.
Oh, yeah, you'll see why. You'll see why in a minute. We'll talk about him too. All right. So you take this guy. You take this random guy, Brian Kelly, the most Irish of the Irish. He leaves Irish land. All right. He goes down. He's not safe where he's going. Have you ever been to Louisiana? It is hot as hell. We're going to see Brian Kelly in the middle of summer. He's going to look like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. He's going to be pink and blistered out of his mind during the middle of summer training. He will be asking for them to build him an indoor facility because his body and skin pigment cannot take the sun down there. All right. After that, he's going to have the worst season of his career at LSU because they are, my friend, a dumpster fire. All right. They are a shit show. All right. Because they're losing Stingley, and he's the only common courtesy thing they had going down there. So they're going to do that. And then they're going to also have to probably deal with some type of sanctions because nothing really has come. There's something that had something to do with Ed Orgeron and something to do with, Beckham Jr. giving out money when at the national championship. There's a whole lot of stuff hanging over their head. All right. And on top of that, when he goes down there, he's now got to sit in living rooms with people who speak patois.
How about what his introductory pep rally? Brian Kelly, Mr. Irishman himself, all of a sudden He developed a Southern accent, y'all. Like, bro, you're fake. You fake as hell.
I am not entertained by this. And on top of not being entertained by this, I think is you go from having the most Cajun man in history coaching your team to having possibly the most Irish person in the history of life. This man is not going to be okay.
But I respect him for going to the SEC.
Stop it. Please don't. He went where the money was.
I couldn't turn it down. But that means that money was there. And dude's like, I'm going to take my private plane to USC.
Oh, the private plane was given to him and told him he could use it at any time. So I'm dipping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lincoln Riley said, you're going to give me all this money and give me access for me and my family to use this private plane. And then you're going to also buy the 2 houses that I have for sale in Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, by the way, you're also going to pay me wages. Oh,
that
yeah, by the way.
contract was ridiculous, too.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to have an unlimited amount of money to recruit now. Oh, my God.
By the way, all the guys that I recruited to come to Oklahoma with me are still now coming to USC with me because I agreed to go to Lincoln Riley land.
Oh yeah. It's not a thing. He's going to have a way easier time in Southern California because they're not used to winning. So he's got a little bit of a leeway to start winning. He's going to be playing with house money like Chip Kelly is at UCLA. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, and I like Oklahoma's replacement.
We're not going to talk about that.
I like a lot Notre Dame's replacement.
I do too.
I like that move a lot. I think that's a guy he came flat out and said, look, we're winning this game. We're playing for our seniors. All this other bullshit surrounding, we're playing for these guys. And then we'll deal with next year.
I'm so sad right now. The guy just brought it all the way down.
Sorry.
So everyone knows.
Go play how many beers again?
No, that's going to be sad. Oklahoma has went out and grabbed our magnificent defensive coordinator, which he came from Oklahoma to begin with before he came to Clemson. But Venables, he's going to be very much missed. Clemson's defense will not look the same. It's going to be mediocrity. It's going to be mediocrity from now on for us old Tigers, man. I mean, we got Kate Klubnik coming, so we'll be a lot better offensively, but defensively, those juggernaut teams we've had in the past will not be the same. And then what are we going to do with the guy we paid millions of dollars to help him get back off the sidelines? Like,
This came an hour ago.
Listen, Matt, why do you want to bring up old shit, man? All right, listen, bro. I'm sad. I just told you guys. We did have a nice run. You know, I'm sad. And I'm upset right now, guys. I can't even. No, it's not a fucking okay. It's not okay. You got us used to something. It's like when you met let's say you had a girlfriend. There's another analogy. All right.
Okay.
You had a girlfriend. When you met her, all she used to do is cook your favorite foods. All right. Then you marry her. You tell her she's the most pretty girl in the world. You put a ring on her finger. You marry her. And when you meet her, she only makes you celery from the rest of your life. This is what's going to happen to us.
It's dark,
morbid,
man.
It's morbid. That's how sick this joke is. Because
you just said you married DoorDash. That's what you just said.
I went from being married to what's her name? The one that said the racist comment, but was a great cook from Georgia, from Savannah. Damn,
Martha Stewart.
No,
Martha Stewart said some dumb shit. Oh God.
Damn, what is her name?
No, I know exactly who you're talking about.
God, I can't remember her name. Somebody help us, please.
Yeah. The
Paula Dean.
Paula Dean. Where'd you pull that out of?
Well, I'm a Dean, so I just thought about my last name. So it's like you married Paula Dean, but a fine Paula Dean. And then she decided all of a sudden she's now Martha Stewart and is not going to cook because she's just been locked up, incarcerated. So now she's going to make you as like pigeon pie and shit like that.
Oh my God.
F you, Dabo.
Wait, I got to talk about this because I'm looking at this game and it's 14-10 and it's the fourth quarter, whatever. Fine. Can we talk about this stat line real quick? Mac Jones.
40 yards passing.
No.
20.
You ready? He is with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. 1 of 1 for 12 yards.
Yep. Whoever started him in fantasy is killing himself right now.
Fuck.
And if you play Josh Allen, it probably ain't much better.
He's 11 of 21 for 101.
That ain't much better for him.
And a TD.
Oh, and a TD?
Yeah, he threw a touchdown.
I wonder if it's Stephon Diggs.
No, to Davis.
Oh, perfect.
To Gabriel Davis.
Oh, that's perfect.
So Jonnu Smith is the leading receiver for 1 catch for 12 yards.
Listen, I don't know what my fantasy is. I was losing before, and I'm still losing now. Nothing has changed. Yeah, nothing has changed. My running back has 1 yard. Like I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, it's been a weird week for fantasy. It's been a weird week for picks and things like that. So listen, I want to get into the baseball lockout. It deals with greed. You laugh. Okay, whoa. You had a big old laugh. Go ahead, friend. What's your thoughts about the baseball lockout?
What do you guys expect? There's a bunch of old white dudes decided they want to like get all the money. What's new? Like this is the tale as old as time. You know what I'm saying? It's the tale as old as time.
True as it can be.
See? It's the tale as old as time. Like, what do you guys want?
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Listen,
Damn.
this is what happens.
It's the only Disney movie that has my name in it. I'm a damn teacup.
Oh, damn, Chip. Okay.
Mama.
Oh, Chip, please, we love you, Chip.
Into the cupboard with you, Chip.
Listen, baseball, and I'm with Richard. Baseball may be done because
So this is my concern here, right? Because I'm a baseball guy. I umpire baseball. I'm around baseball a lot. What's going to save baseball? So when hockey went on strike all those years ago, multiple times, hockey went away because it's a game that so few youths play because of all the equipment, because of the renting the ice time and the skate time and the personal. It's a tough sport to get into. Baseball, there's so many variations for the kid level that baseball will always come back.
I hear what you're saying. But
However, this is going to hurt. But how can you, as an owner, be doling out $300 million 13-year contracts and then be like, well, we need more money? Like, don't dole out those contracts. You've done this to yourself. You did this with Alex Rodriguez. You did this with the Bobby Bonilla, who's still getting paid. He's going to get paid after Tatis is done. He's going to get paid after Bryce Harper's. Like, you've done this to yourself.
Aren't you guys still paying Ryan Howard?
I don't think so.
That was a big contract at the time.
I doubt it. I'm Googling it, but
he got a lot of money, bro.
I thought he's still paying Ryan Howard. 2017 was the last year. We paid a $10 million buyout after the 2017 season to get out of the $23 million contract
That you had left?
that we had left.
Because it was like hundreds of millions. I mean,
It was
listen,
five. It was so in 2016. But whenever we re-signed him, it was 5 years, $125 million. So it would have ended like last year.
think about that. Ron Howard hasn't done anything productive in the last like 7 years.
The last thing he did was in, I don't even know when, but he signed a 1 year, $500,000 contract with the Rockies. And that was in 2018.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, man. This is a sad thing. And it's like you're watching this shit in live action. That's the thing. You're watching it. You're watching it take place, and there's nothing we can do about it because these guys have they've literally just put their foot in their mouth, and it's just like the value of money just doesn't matter anymore. It's just like, hey, by the way, it's just we'll tell you, we'll pay. Where do you think all this money is coming from? COVID happened. Where did they have all this money from?
It's coming from the fan base, and the fans did not come back last year.
No, and they're not going to come back. Why would you? If you're a Philadelphia Phillies fan and you can't get some type of wins, people ain't paying for this no more.
But you know what? The other issue, on top of the money stuff, like you're 100% right. But on top of the money stuff, the other problem is that they're so set in the good old ways. And I know this is something you were talking about on your show with football earlier on tonight. The good old ways, the way things used to be, and making things, as they once were, or making them great again, where, we're not going to put in the leading baseball hitter of all time and the home run leader of all time into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and they can't, and like Richard's saying, they can't cap the food. Dude, I went to a game 2 years ago. I paid almost $15 for a pack of shitty nachos. Shitty, like the chips was stale. Like, it was just shitty. I bought like a $10 shitty beer. Like, it was like, come on, man. Like, it's
and the game is long.
It's hella long for no reason.
But then you find out like dumb shit. Like, I don't know. They used 2 different baseballs this year.
Yeah. They wanted to see if one was going to have more home runs. Like,
but it's like, you can't do placebo effect when it comes to statistics and incentive bonuses. Like, you screwed a lot of people out of money with that, but they don't care.
And you know what I think is the funniest thing about this is that we're talking about a sport that's closing down that may possibly be the most white sport that there is.
Word.
And that bothers me, because why don't you just treat them like you do the NFL and just tell them to go play baseball and make them play? You do it with everybody. You just make the NFL play, or they don't get paid. So make them pay. Make them play. Why? Why not? You make every other sport just go play.
Yeah, just shut up and play, right?
Just shut up and
play.
Just
shut up and shoot the ball. Shut up and throw the ball.
Forget your contract, dude. None of this shit's guaranteed, homie. Like, get out there and kick and get the ball. Like, why don't they just do that with baseball?
Guys, I gotta tell you, Mac Jones in the last minute has thrown 2 more passes. Now he's 2 of 3 for 18 yards. Go ahead.
The MLB has no leadership. They do have leadership, Richard. I think that that's all there is leadership. I think
it's this ownership. It's the ownership in baseball and football. Basketball, not so much, because you have a smaller team, right? In basketball, you have a smaller team, so each superstar carries more weight. But baseball, you've got a roster of 25. You've got 3 to 4 levels of minor leagues. You have a lot of players. Football, you have a roster that suits up on game day of 53 plus a 12-man practice. Like, you've got a lot of players. So I say this to my students all the time, right? Because we talk about the idea of, would it make sense if you have an issue with the principal that I send down the whole class? No, you pick a representative. Basketball has its representatives. It has its LeBrons. Well, just shut up, right? It has its Giannis's. It has its guys.
Yeah. And they have a collective bargaining agreement. So they have a bargaining chip. The thing that, and this is what I'm going to tell you, my cousin played in the MLB for a couple years.
Okay.
He's the only one that we know. We're not really sure why he played baseball, but he just decided to. He played baseball. He got sent to Colorado Rockies farm team. He stayed there for his entire career. Arm surgeries, rotator cuffs, all the different Tommy Johns, all these different injuries that you can get, he got, and he has basically nothing to show for it. And honestly, that's just why the cookie crumbles. But the NBA, if you look at those things, the CBA protects the players because they know the NBA cannot exist without the players.
They tried and it didn't work.
Lockout happened. Like, think about it. NFL, same thing. NFL,
the best thing that came out of the lockout was Space Jam.
Yeah. I'm not gonna debate that. Like, that's actually true shit. And then on top of it, if you want to be completely honest, football could never really get locked out. It's America's game.
Oh my God, it is too much of a moneymaker.
They will find a way. Even when people decided to kneel and they decided they weren't going to stand, they were appalled and offended. But no games got canceled.
People were still talking about it.
Yep. Nobody was
still talking about it. And that's why you look at like Mahomes and the contract that he signed. Very few people batted an eye. Why? Because he was a superstar. He was a winner. And I think that's what the difference is. Like, in Major League Baseball, you don't really give a shit who wins unless it's your team. In football, the Super Bowl should be a national holiday.
It should be. We should petition for that because nobody wants to go to work after the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
Like nobody wants to do that.
But you know what I mean? Like you live and die with your team. And I mean, baseball, you know, it's 162 games and then playoffs that last for months and months and months. I mean, it's a long season of a long game. And every change that they try to make, look, I like the 7-inning doubleheader game. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the start a man on second and get the hell out of there in extra innings. There's no reason to play a 21-inning baseball game. True. There's no reason for it. But every time one of these things come up, the baseball purists go, no, that's not the way I played growing up, and therefore it's terrible. You're ruining the game.
Well, first of all, you played in dingy-ass jerseys, so, like, that shit's over. Number two, most of the time, nobody can tell me who won the championship 4 years ago. You know why? Nobody gives a shit. Unless it was your team, you don't care.
I want to say it was Boston.
Don't actually know.
While you keep proving your point.
I mean, it's just nobody cares. Like, I know who won the last Super Bowl. I know who won the last couple Super Bowls. I even know who won the last couple NBA championships because it matters. Like, people talk about that. Baseball is not a dying art to people who care about baseball, but it's a dying art to everybody else. You
said 4 years ago?
Yep.
Red Sox. They cheated their way.
And then the Astros won one, and they found out they cheated.
Astros won the year before that, cheated their way.
And nobody said anything. But yet Pete Rose can't get into the damn Hall of Fame because he was doing sports betting.
Designated hitter in both leagues. You literally have a game where, depending on where you play, you have a different set of rules, different set of baseballs. And like you just mentioned, right, sports betting. Sports betting is legal now, so you are punishing a guy who did something that is no longer illegal.
Listen, it would be like taking Pete Rose to jail right now for smoking marijuana or selling marijuana, even though marijuana is now legal. Like, let him free Pete Rose. Somebody get a shirt. Free Pete Rose.
Free Pete.
Put him in the Hall of Fame. Did people get hurt because he cheated on games? No.
Nope.
However, you let people who get DUIs play and people who beat their wives play and all kind of shit like that play, but Pete Rose is no longer in the Hall of Fame because of some damn him betting? Like, come on, and point shaving? You paid him like, I looked at the salary back then. His salary was a drop in the bucket compared to what it is now. Literally. Of course, I'm point shaving.
But that's the point. That's the point. These contracts have gotten so overwhelmingly inflated that, of course, the baseball owners are like, well, we didn't make a lot of money this past couple of seasons, we're going to lock everybody out. What do you mean the players are asking for, basic things? You have established a culture where a $300 million contract is not unreasonable.
Because inflation. Like, you can't pay. It's like the NBA. When they play these max players, like, oh, yeah, like Tobias Harris is on a max deal. Why?
Yo, we're going to talk about that next week because I have some Tobias thoughts.
Why is he on a max deal? Because they set the market there for him. That is the only reason why. So
why is Ben Simmons on a max deal?
Ben Simmons is a 3-time All-Star. Tobias Harris is not a 3-time All-Star. I'm just throwing that out there. That's my only defense.
Fair point.
That's my only defense. I'm not saying he's better. I'm just saying he's better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, 3 All-Stars. This dude ain't even been to All-Star weekend before. Like, come on, man. They don't even let him in the gate. They be like, Tobias Harris. Who is he?
Are you on the list?
Oh, Boban. You're Boban's friend. Oh, yeah, Boban. You're in. Come on. Bring your friend.
I miss Boban.
Yeah, but Boban's the more famous of the two. So, like, he can't get anywhere without Boban.
He is not getting anywhere without Boban. And I think we got to end it on that note because we're coming up on like an hour and a half area. We already played, beer or no beer, which that's I think we established the tone of the new show. So what do you got going on this week over in your world, my friend? I'm going to spotlight you right quick. I'm going to go, bam!
No, why are you doing this? All right, let me get in front of these cords that I got hanging out. All right, first off, tomorrow we have a really cool show for my guy Prince. It's Real Time Prince Blue on our network, Drippy Network. Prince Blue is going to have his show, Real Time Prince Blue. He's going to have a famous adult star on his show by the name of Alora Jensen. If you know her, you know her. If you don't, If you don't know her, I know your wife's beside you, and that's fine that you don't know her. But if you look her up and she's going to be on our show tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern time. That means that we're going to push our other show up earlier. And that's fine because this is a really good moment. It's going to be really cool. We're talking about sex trafficking and how people are trying to stop sex trafficking and what we can do as a normal citizen to stop sex trafficking and what are the signs. And they're going to talk a little bit about OnlyFans and the porn game now because everything's changed. Like it's going to be a great show. And then
that's some big stuff right there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool situation. We're going to be so if you guys get a moment tomorrow night at 9:00 p.m. I don't want to step on anybody's toes on the network, on either network. But if you can't catch it live, you can always catch it on our network later on Drippy_net on YouTube. It's going to be really cool. That way you can comment. And I'm thinking she's going to answer live questions as well.
That's great, man. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Oh, I got to flip it back because people get confused.
They do get confused.
Yeah, man. So that's awesome. We have a big weekend, a big week of shows here on the AAT Sports Network. You know, we have Burning Bridges tomorrow. We have a former NFL player coming on that show. We have Rob Motti coming on Wednesday night for the weekly report. We're going to talk all things Minshew because that's the only thing people are going to want to talk about. Let's call it like it is.
Let's do it. I'm
not sure if we're going to have an across the pitch since the Philadelphia Union season did end. With some BS, like all of a sudden the COVID protocols pull 11 starters.
I'm wearing this hat to protect me against COVID. See it? It's just right above my. It's right above my nostrils, so you can't.
I see that.
Yep,
I see that. Friday Birds, Beers, and BS, and then we're right back here next week on the all new Monday night Chip and Drip. Dude, this has been a lot of fun.
You getting around way too many. Please don't pet that thing. Can that thing be gone by next week, please?
I don't know.
I will grow mine if you cut yours. Like, I swear to God, I will do it.
What, you got a problem with it, brother?
I mean, you look like Rick Steiner, bro. Like, I'm.
You know why? Because freedom don't get COVID.
The only way that's protecting is if you're stuffing the hairs inside your nostrils to protect you, and you have breathe out of your mouth. Nope, still can't work because you don't have anything protecting your mouth at this point. So
no, but I can take stuff.
You can hold stuff in your underlip. That's wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have very much of.
I can actually put a pen in here and write with it.
That's bizarre.
My mother-in-law's favorite memory of me, right? I'll tell this story real quick. My mother-in-law's favorite memory of me is I one time put a Tostito right here.
A Tostito chip?
And I flipped it from my chin into my mouth hole.
Was there dip on it or no?
Nah, man.
That's
I
how
don't want
you
to
came
get
with the
anything.
name Chips
I don't want to get
and dip.
anything on my freedom.
That's gross. I'm gonna talk to the missus and see if we can get that thing cut off in your sleep.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, okay. I remember. Okay.
Any longer, it's gonna have a mind of its own. It's gonna be like the zit from Family Guy, which Chris had on his face.
Oh yeah, and it had like it could talk and shit. Oh God.
Oh my God. All right, real quick. Let's on that lovely note, let's do sponsors real quick. Statement Games, fun free twist on fantasy sports. Make sure you're checking out the link in the bio. The AATSportsNetwork.com shop. Make sure you're checking it out. Symbol, the stock market for sports. Symbol.com. Use the promo code AATBirds when you sign up. Lots of rain luxury watches. Use the code AATBirds for 10% off. Funkbrewing.com, the official brewery. And of course, Manscaped.com is partnered with AAT Birds. Use the code AATBirds for 20% off and free shipping at checkout.
Your balls will thank you.
And his stash will also thank you because that thing needs to go. You get two. I told you got to get two Manscaped things. You label one balls, one beard, and that way you never mix them up. I do it at home.
I got way close to the camera there just to do that for everybody. So again, welcome to the new Monday nights, y'all. You got to check this out every Monday night at 9:30. I am Chip at Chip for the Birds. This is Drip, a.k.a. JDDUI_JD. Like we say we normally say, go Birds. We normally say, okay, I like it. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
We say we're out of beer, so we're out of here.
I'm bone dry.
And I feel like I want to say something about the mustache, but I don't got nothing. I didn't come prepared, brother. So just keep rocking in the free world.
I must ask you to end the show.
I'll come up with a good one, but I'll shave it for later. Bye, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm not even playing the commercial. We catch